I've got to bounce. Hello, everybody. Hi. I
Hi.
don't. I couldn't find my earbuds. I lost my earbuds, so you'll see me with headphones on, so I can hear because I'm old. Anyway, I'm gonna just pop over here and make sure that we have the live setup rolling. I have way too many tabs open. Way too many. Okay, I see what I did. So hang on just a second, you guys. I've got to go and make sure that on YouTube's end, this is streaming correctly. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't just... There we go. Here we are. There we go. Hold on. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Now, she's all the way over in Ireland, just so you guys know. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm going to change this setup because it feels like we're there. That feels like there's more.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going. We've got a number of crime questions, and I will take them, but I'm going to... Hi, Dean. That's Hermit's Corner, another reader. But I want to give a moment for people to come in before I ask Lisa to share about herself and about her channel. And she's over in Ireland. Like I said, I want to be people to understand we might have a bouncy connection. I don't know. We'll see. But things look pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
You never... So, oh, sorry. It's
slow, I think. Yeah.
There's a delay. So there is a delay, and that's to be expected. It's, it's intercontinental. Yeah. Dean says, I got the day off. All right. Yeah, he's usually working during this time. He's another great medium and reader. I hope you guys will make sure that you subscribe. I put links everywhere that I can think of. So just look around on my channel, especially in the community tab section. There's definitely a link to her Lisa's site. So some of you coming in, when we get to about at least 8 people, I will look to maybe 10. We'll allow people to hear a bit more about Lisa. I just want to see the numbers bounce up a little bit before she starts talking, and then people go, "Who is that?" It's Lisa. You're gonna have to play rewind. So hello, Mama Bear. Hi, P44 Chippo, and of course, Greeter TK, Teresa Cole.
Hi, everyone.
Say hi. So this is Lisa, and she is the small medium tarot, and she's coming to us out of Kilkenny, Ireland. So you guys are in for a treat. What can you go ahead and let us know about your experiences? Did these happen as a child? Often, most of us kind of have something. What would you like to share?
Yeah, it did. I was always really interested, and I always would like, oh, who was that? And who was this? And people were like, who are you talking about? There was no one there. And I just kind of, I was in a friend's house, and it was a really old, big, massive house. And we used to like run around and tell each other ghost stories and stuff.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, we were about maybe like 8, 9, that kind of way. And then around the age of 11, I went into a room in her house, and I seen a full-on person, and I freaked out. So I'm
That's
really
when
sorry. Husband's coming in. Sorry.
No, that's my life.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping in my living room, so
He's trying to hide there. So.
that would be my husband too. In fact, yeah, he kind of even resembles him in a way. Is he working for the city?
Oh, he's an electrician, but he's doing the.
My husband's an electrician.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! And it's 11:11. I was just seeing that today. It was like, oh my God.
This is a little weird. That's funny. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's his. That's his by trade. And his father, it kind of ran in the family. His father was an electrician.
Same. So.
I bet they know each other somewhere. Maybe. You never know.
Exactly. Small world, small world. Yeah.
Ah,
But
Nika's with us. So go ahead. Lisa is from the Small Medium True Crime Tarot, and she's just telling us about her childhood and about her first experiences. I'm going to shut up so she can talk.
no problem. But yeah, like I said, I seen a full on apparition of something and it freaked me out. I like was like, what the hell? And then my friend's mom was really into all that and was like, there's no problem. I see them all the time. It's okay. They're not going to do anything to you.
What
And
a grace. What a grace to have someone tell you that.
exactly. And then she was kind of like telling me about her experiences, and she was like, there's nothing to be afraid of. You're fine. And that was grand. But then I kept like seeing it more and more, and it was freaking me out then because I was seeing it everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And I like shut down. I wouldn't sleep with a light off or anything in the room. I was so bad. And
I understand this. Yes.
up until like I met my husband about 10 years ago, I still slept with a light on. He was like, I am not sleeping with a light on in the room. So yeah, but then I went to a medium here in Kilkenny. Mystic Myra is her name actually. She's brilliant. Like she's just totally old school. And
Love it.
yeah, she was like, oh, you have like abilities, like you've seen things, there's people around you all the time. And I was like, okay. And then I kind of started developing a bit more. And then I went to another medium who was like, why are you here? You know exactly what's going on. And I was like, okay. So I just kind of started. And then with the tarot, it's really hard to get stuff here in Ireland. Like you can't buy stuff. It was only in the last like year or two maybe that things started selling in shops. Like yeah, it's so hard to get stuff. So I was trying to order on Amazon and all, but my friend actually went to America and brought me back my first like tarot deck. So I was delighted. It was lovely. It was just so nice to have it. And then eventually, yeah, they kind of started getting them. So I kind of just started getting into it and doing readings for friends and family and stuff like that. And that's kind of, then I just started the channel because my husband was like, just why don't you, like, you love doing it, just do it. And then I kind of had only started the channel on the 24th of August actually. And then I kind of started, I always listened to crime channels and stuff like that. And I loved kind of, and I would do readings at home about different things and see what I'd get.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just like, oh, I'll get into it, see how it goes. And that kind of, yeah, it just kind of kicked off. And I love it. Like it's actually, I freak out about being on camera because I always
I
hate it.
know.
I was like, oh, I'll just get over that. It's fine. And just do this. So, yeah. But it seems to be going good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching. I had some time, and I was watching some of you. I like to at least make sure that I've seen somebody's videos and stuff, and get a feel for them. And so I was watching. And I was like, oh yeah. And I was doing the same thing while you were reading. I do the same thing. So because, and I think it's really, and that's one of the things that I like to do is to ask people, oh, Creative Intuitive, she's going to be coming on, to do is to share. Like if they're just, in the chat and they've got some cards, and I mean, like, not like take up the whole, chat log, but if they throw like 4 or 5 cards and they, want to just put that in there, it's great because the replay, people can also, I can see that as well. And it can be very, confirming.
Yeah.
So go ahead. You saw a full-on apparition. Do you recall in this room of your friend's house what it looked like? Was it partial? Was it full, like solid? Was it transparent?
It was like a full-on man nearly. Now, it was slightly transparent kind of, but full-on like definition of a man. I seen him, I could even see his reflection in a mirror and him standing there.
Wow. So he produced... So I didn't mean to interject. I forget about the delay. Me and my big mouth. Just put a muzzle on it, Murphy. What I was going to say was Did you happen to notice anything that would give you detail as to maybe the era he came out of, the clothing, the look, the vibe, a feeling? Anything come through?
I actually, he didn't feel too old now because it was like a suit that he was wearing, but it did seem like one of like a really old fashions. Just
Not a
plain.
modern day suit.
No, not no,
What we
not
would, yeah, what we would say is modern era as opposed to historical era, where you
yes. Oh yeah,
over
yeah,
100 years ago,
yeah, yeah. I reckon it was around like he was probably around maybe 100 years old. You know, that kind of way. It was
Yeah.
around that time kind of that happened. But um I didn't really get much. Like I didn't like he wasn't scary or anything. He was just kind of like an old man. And I'm pretty clear sentient, like I'll feel things. So I kind of got like a pressure in my chest when he was there. So I was kind of like, you know,
Oh,
like so I felt like it had been something. Then like now knowing what it is, I was like it must have been the heart or something got to do with
right.
the lungs or something. And I don't know, it could have been a relative of my friends. I actually I don't really know, and I actually must look into it and kind of do a read, maybe see who it was at
We
that
can
time.
do that. We can
Who it
do
was.
that. That would be fascinating to know. Because I'm fascinated to know. Sometimes I've seen that where they've been almost solid, but you can see through, and
Yeah.
it's almost like somebody switched on some sort of projector, in a
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
And you're like, I've seen a cat do that, and it
Mm.
was not walking on the ground. Its feet were up off the ground, and it was walking. It appeared walking, coming toward me, and I wasn't scared, as you said, but I was just like shocked.
Yes.
And I said, I can't believe what I'm expletive seeing. And I went back to get my mom because I was living with her at the time, and she goes, yeah, I think I see that at the corner of my eye. She did not want to be bothered. And I was just like,
Yeah.
it was just weird.
It is. It is. It's so weird though. It's just like, what's happening? Is this like, it's, I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy.
It's like you couldn't slap yourself hard enough to like,
No.
that's crazy. So did you just, the minute you see him, did you just spin and leave?
I froze and was like, huh? What? And then I was like, get out, get out, get out. And I like ran the whole way back because that side of the house they didn't live in. They just had like 12 bedrooms and they lived like in this part of the house with like 2 bedrooms. So I was like, get down that hall and just go, go, go. I can't stay here. And then, no, she did really calm me down. She was like, it's fine. I see them everywhere. It's fine. So yeah, it was just, yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy. But I would have, you were very lucky that you had someone there.
I was.
I mean, my mom was really good about that. One of the houses I grew up in was haunted.
Okay.
But the old guy was not nice. He was not a nice old timer.
Mm.
In fact, he had murdered someone and was, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and he was very, I think, territorial of that home. But not a nice guy, not a great way to be introduced to it. So, and then same as you, very similar. I've had experiences where, as I got older, what are some more of these things that have occurred to you, and it led you to the tarot? You're saying, as well.
Well, I started. I've had a friend who passed through suicide
Mm.
about 11 years ago and stuff, and I always like felt like he was close and stuff. And when I'd go for readings, they'd be like, "I have this guy here. He's telling me he's always around you, and you know he's there," and just like things like that. So I kind of would feel him, and then my grandmother actually passed as well, and when she passed, started going because she really believed in all this, and kind of towards the end, she was saying things about people being in the room, and she was like saying hi to
Yeah.
like telling us hi to people and stuff like that, and I could feel it, and I was like, I can actually feel when there's someone here that she's talking about, and I was like, kind of
Mm.
because I had kind of turned it off over the years, and then it was like it was starting to kind of come back out. But my grandfather, who died, I never met him. He was a psychic, and he
Uh-huh.
was, yeah. Now everyone who said he has came to try and help me develop it. So I reckon when Nanny was passing over, he kind of came in as well and kind of kickstarted it again. And it was just like from then on, like things with her started happening. Like we were going from Kilkenny to Cork for because we had to travel there to the crematorium and stuff. And when we went, we were getting lost, but this like yellow butterfly came beside the car, and it was just hovering there
Oh,
right
wow.
next to us. And there was like construction work, so we were like, oh, I was like, follow the yellow butterfly, just follow that way, right? So we went over and went down this road, and we ended up getting there before everybody else. We were the first people to arrive there. And then when we got back, we were going somewhere else, and the doorbell was ringing, and because we were like, we're late, and the
My,
doorbell kept ringing, and I was like, that's Nanny telling us to get out, like go now. So
get
it kind of,
moving. Shift.
yeah, yeah, and just loads of stuff like that started happening around that time. It was like a burst of things like after she had passed, and then I
How old were you at that time? Just curious.
it was 4 years ago,
Oh,
so I,
that's
yeah, because I had it like say, and then up in my teenage years I was doing it, and then I kind of backed away. I just kind of was like, oh, I don't know anything. I'm like, in denial about it all and kind of stuff like that. And then it was just full on. Then it would kind of had started the year prior because she'd been really sick. And that's when we were feeling people coming in all the time and stuff like that.
that makes
So
sense.
it was kind of leading up to it with her. And then I actually had a holy bracelet that she had gave me. And, the pictures had kept falling off, and it had
Uh,
Mary left on it, and her name was Mary. And when she passed, the last picture fell off of it.
oh,
I was like, that Granny has passed, and my mom rang me about 5 minutes later to tell me, and I just knew. I just knew, and but that had just kick-started everything, and I feel like now she's like, oh, your granddad really wanted to do this, but he never told anyone, and she's kind of like,
it's really, yeah, yeah, I agree. There's still a lot of stigma, but
yeah,
it's getting a little bit better.
it
Uh,
is.
and I can see how when he was younger and back in that day in Ireland, very Catholic, uh, you know, none
Yeah,
of that nonsense. But in the same time, I think many in behind closed doors, a lot of families have that ancestral memory in
yeah,
Ireland. So you can go to church as much as you like, but there's still something very strong that's rooted there. I can't quite describe it, but I think everyone that's had that kind of experience knows what I mean, no
yes.
matter who you are. But yeah, um, so that's just so interesting, and I can imagine that must have been difficult. If I hope that the local priest didn't give him grief. That's all I can say.
Um, Not really. He told a few people, but it was very private. It was kept very, very, yeah. I was only told kind of as I started talking about it. It was like little stories, kind of, that kind of way. And yeah, so
Oh
that's
my god, that's
mm,
really precious, and I
mm,
really do feel that he does want to work with you. It's like he's like excited.
yeah,
I sense I sense him near,
yeah,
an excited energy with you. That is
yeah.
so interesting. And so now you've got a channel. Your husband got
Mm.
you to go ahead and put your face out there,
Yes, yes.
and you started in August. Yeah.
Yeah, I started in August. Yeah, just around the end. And I started initially just kind of doing shorts because I was having like I had nothing to start with. I was like, I'm just literally going to use my phone and I'm going to start. And I had problems with memory, so I was like, I'll just start putting up shorts. And I just started doing that, and then I went and got memory cards and sorted it out and got a little bit more, and then I just started making videos then, and then I kind of had got into the crime with Gabby and everything that happened there, and I just kind of started from there, and that's kind of where it led. I didn't think it was going to kind of go that way, and then everything just kind of seemed to happen at that time, and I just kind of
As a
went,
wave that you needed to ride.
yeah. So I just kind of started that, and yeah, it's nice.
She came through to a lot of mediums. I felt her really strongly as well. And it was like, I kind of just thought, you know what, everybody in their other person's probably covering this. I want to try to put my light on other people that are not.
Yeah,
And she persisted. And it was just like, all right, girl, okay, I'll do it. And I
yeah,
really didn't want to be exploitive because I saw a lot of that going on too. But a lot of people genuinely were, wanting to know, and I couldn't ignore that.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but her presence was so.
yeah. I know, it's crazy. She was just, I felt her, and I had only seen something like, because I'm in Ireland, I didn't see it, and I don't have Facebook or anything. I'm literally on YouTube. That's the only thing I have time for. So I
Exactly.
yeah, so I hadn't seen it, and I literally seen a picture of her, and I just felt her, and that's kind of what a lot of people were like. I just felt her as soon as I heard her name. I felt her, like, and just yeah.
Yeah, that's really true. She says, Creative Intuitive has a question. There are gypsies from Ireland too, right? Yeah, tinkers, but you got to kind of. You don't want to be impolite as well with the certain terms now. So I don't
Yes.
know. Travelers, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that okay? Is that no? I don't want to step on toes.
Yeah. No, the traveler community. Yeah. Yeah. Now they have slightly differed from the time of the gypsies, kind of, but yeah, still going that way.
Yep.
Um,
Well, we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and start to look at some of these true crime questions that people have put up. And we'll both just read. And if you get something before me, please just go right ahead because I'm multitasking and you probably will get something before I will with the back and forth here. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right. So this question is from someone that wanted us to look at the Beverly J. SEM, S-E-M. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to bring it here. Let me see here. Okay, there we are. They love your accent.
Oh, really?
Oh, the Yanks go crazy.
I'm called like a bogger. Like, it's just, yeah.
They love it. No, we love accents. Americans do. We do. We love it.
I was saying that to my husband. I was like, everyone keeps commenting on my accent. I thought they'd hate it, but it's funny. It's funny.
Oh, Creative Intuitive, you didn't insult. I was worried that I was, because when I said tinker, I
No.
thought second about it. I thought, wait a minute. I know some people may not be cool with me using that term. Not you. That was a caution to replay back for myself because, I want to be respectful.
Yeah. And in Ireland, it can kind of be as well, like calling people certain things like that. They can get very offended. So that's, that kind of way. It wasn't against her or anything.
Yeah. Just putting that out there. Don't, all good in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So this person she's asking us about, and I have looked a little bit about the backstory because it's important to have some context. Although I've read plenty where I could be blowing north, south, east, and west with different things until you get context. You don't always really know. But this one is about Beverly J. Potter Mintz. It took place in 1987. Okay. And this is from SEM, S-E-M. Okay. They missed alive, and this was one of the questions, and I thought, oh man, this deserves to be looked at. Now, just to give you some backstory to dial you in, she had placed an ad for something of a waterbed. She was a good-looking girl. She had a lot of guys that were interested in her, but this was back in 1987. So probably you're young. Probably you may have been born around that time. I don't know. But this was when, there wasn't, as you know, digital means to put out an ad or to, this was pretty risky. You would, put an ad in the paper, and that's what she did. And, it's still risky. People still do this. And then she began to get a lot of sexually oriented, bothersome calls. And unfortunately, she used the phone number of her mother, maybe because of that, I'm not sure. But what I understand is that there was a man that wanted to buy this thing on the frame of the waterbed or something of the waterbed, and she gave him directions to her daughter's house. And her daughter, I don't know, I can't remember what the deal was, but unfortunately, her daughter wasn't anticipating this guy. And she was found, unfortunately, assaulted on her bed. But apparently they never caught anyone. And I don't think that I want to know if they've going to, obviously, find the person that did it, maybe through DNA, if they'll revisit that case. Maybe that's something to look at.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give any impressions you're getting if you're ready.
I pulled the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. So I was feeling like the Ace of Cups and sure like a waterbed. But I feel like he had some sort of an emotional connection to her previously. Mm-hmm. I feel like they may have had something in the past, even if it was only like a kind of, and then I got the Nine of Cups reversed. So he wasn't obviously met with
he was ill-dignified.
Yeah, so I feel like he kind of knew, and I feel like he kind of knew her, and that's possibly why.
She had a lot of local young men that she was beautiful. If you look up her case, you can see why people would be attracted to her. Okay. But she did have some, and I just don't think they were ever able to link it to anybody. And I still get that they haven't gotten the person. I get the Two of Swords and the High Priestess. It still looks to be a secret held back. Yeah. That person's not identified yet.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. There's a link to the past. I get the Six of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So, yes. And I think it was just precursory. She was said to be too nice. Yeah. Too nice to...
Oh. I have to pop on a card. 1 sec.
No problem. That always happens to me. I get the Prince of Wands. I mean, she had a child as well.
Okay. I'm after pulling the Fool there. So maybe she was being naive, like, about things.
Very.
Yeah. I actually have this question. Sorry.
That's all right. Mm-hmm. I was just going to say that I wanted to make note that when she first put in this ad about the waterbed, it sounds like she put in a second one or something. I don't know, but the phone calls began, the problematic phone calls. And then the last issue was the man that directed, the mother directed to her daughter. And her mother didn't live terribly long. She passed away when she was 66, from what I understand. Okay. And she could never forgive herself for that, which is horrible. But I just want to see if this guy's going to be caught, because I get that he has not
Okay.
I wonder if he's still alive.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he still even with us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. I think we could check on that first, and that will kind of.
The Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords reversed.
Ooh, bad health.
Yeah. Carrying secrets. Maybe he took them with him.
That's where I got the High Priestess.
Yes.
I think so. I get a widow, and the Ace of Cups. He may have married somebody.
Yeah.
He may have been a married individual, because for me, she is usually a woman that, in the most traditional sense of the tarot, can be a widower or widow. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
And yeah, I get the Five of Swords. He's a bully. He was a gruff man.
Mm.
And at Queen of Pentacles, I think he did do this. There was maybe a couple other women he did this to. This could also be the sign of two victims.
King of Wands as well. So could have been very hot-tempered as well and stuff.
That's
like that.
exactly what I'm thinking. Violent.
Yeah. Didn't like anyone coming at him, kind of.
Creative Intuitive was saying that he may have had throat issues. She was just feeling maybe esophageal cancer from drinking and smoking. I feel like he was that kind of character.
Yeah.
A rough, hard man.
The Page of Pentacles.
Yeah, I got that. I know I got that card too. Oh, yeah. I think he died. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's...
But you know what? I get the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. And that makes me feel, again, like two victims that are buried or that died, were dead, that he killed. I feel like there's two. Were you creative, intuitive?
Oh, I got the Two of Pentacles.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Okay, we're tracking. Synchronicity, no less.
11-11.
Yeah. So I think he was an unstable character, to say the least.
Yeah.
Creative Intuitive says she was thinking cancer when she was feeling in the throat. And I felt it kind of too. I felt like a burn.
Yes.
An irritation. And then Dean, another medium friend here in the audience, says, "This is crazy, Black Cat. I saw a woman with dark hair and curly. That's the image that came to mind." And he's also saying he got a lot of the same cards.
Okay, so then maybe the other girl as well.
Yeah. This is what happens when we all get together and open up our intuition. What else are you getting?
Queen of Pentacles. So was there money involved with one of them, maybe?
Maybe she was a sex worker or something.
Yes, maybe.
They're easy to, unfortunately, do harm to.
Yeah, and he seems like that type. Oh, I'm offering you money for something. So he was offering her money for the bed. And
it fits his MO.
Definitely.
Using money.
Yeah. The Hermit. So he was a loner. He did this.
And he's a searcher. I also feel like he was looking for victims. Like with that, when I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and creative, intuitive gets he was calculated. He certainly was. I mean, he had to know he was going to do what he was going to do when he asked for directions. It was really bold that her mother would remember. You know, it's too bad she didn't get to see what the guy looked like. I feel like he was a big man too. I don't feel like he was a small man, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm feeling that as well. I feel like he's a
Bigger person
yeah.
or broad. He might just be broad.
I'm small, like I'm 5 foot, so like I'm kind of like, you
I'm
know.
a I'm a whole couple of inches taller than you, so yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, this guy. Let's
Creative.
just, if he will ever be identified as her perpetrator or the other ladies, they ever identify him through DNA. I guess that would depend on how well they would handle another case. And, well, I get the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So that's a very positive sign. And it kind of has a DNA feeling. Not trying to be gross, folks, but, you know.
I'm getting the 6 of Wands, so
They could ID him. That's the ID card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Creative Intuitive says she's picking up Ted Bundy-ish vibes. Yeah, gross. You know what? I've got my house blessing spray, you know? I'm just going to, yeah. That for you guys, too. That guy's energy is stanky. Hi, Sharon. How you doing? The world's busiest mod, Sharon Sipe. My goodness. How y'all doing? I think we've covered as much as we can on that. But
Yeah.
I hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed that, because we're going to go right on into the next one. We're working.
Keep going on a roll.
That's right. We hustle. Alrighty. So now the next question is interesting. It is on Tom Brown from Canadian, Texas. All right. Yeah. And let me see. By now. And Nika, yours will be next. She's got a really cool question too. We have a lot of good ones. So Tom Brown, Canadian, Texas.
That one earlier on, because I had looked at it and I instantly got something in the head, right on the right hand side of the head on the top. I felt like something got to do with a gun as well, though. So
like a arm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. I've got to get my cards going. I'm still bouncing around from doing one thing to the next. All right. Tom Brown. I know I went to look at him and a few of the people that were mentioned. But I'll just jump in with maybe it'll come to me when I see the cards. Maybe not. You know how it is. You get so much things going through your head. You're like, did I do that case?
Yeah.
I think I did that case. Because I do stuff off camera too. So it's like, y'all, it's a wash. Yeah. Okay. Tom Brown from Canadian, Texas. I'm sorry, I am slow. I am in analog mode. Yeah. I'm 53. What do you want? That's not old. I know.
Oh, it's not.
But I'm feeling it. All right. That's all right. I've lived my life.
The Knight of Cups. Yeah.
That's. I get a King of Wands and the Star. That's somebody in a tight spot.
Yeah.
Looking for hope. Let me see more, because I don't feel like this is enough for me. 3 of Cups and Death. That's not good.
No, I think I did see something. He was found near a lake or something.
I'm glad you can fill me in, because I don't, this is not, and I get Strength in the 3 of Wands. So, oh yeah, he had to exert himself. I think there was some violence going on, some kind of assault.
Oh, so much.
That's all right. Yeah. You have lively cards. You're so charged.
They always fly everywhere. Yeah, I have the Fool reversed in the 10 of Wands there with the Knight of Cups. And I actually, I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of cover up in something.
Yeah, something is being made to look other than as it is, or there could be that. I see definitely 3 of Cups. I feel like he knew the person that did this.
Yeah.
He may have been partying or may have been socializing with someone before his death. I do get that 3 of Cups. And then the card of passing. And then but I also get what I feel like for me with my cards is a sign that he put up a struggle. He put up a really strong fight. And it was 2 against 1. I got another 3. See, 3 of Wands, 3 of. Go ahead.
Yeah,
you go.
I have the 7 of Wands and I have the 8 of Wands reversed. So, yeah, I think he knew who this person was as well. There was some sort of connection, but I think he knew something about them. I think he had knowledge about something that they did. So,
Yeah, I don't know. And I get the 7 of Cups, which, as you were saying, was this is something that isn't as it appears. It can be confusing, made as a cover-up. Yeah. This is also kind of a cover-up, deceitful energy. It's meant to confuse. Somebody set him up, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about this man. I don't think I got to Tom Brown. No, I didn't. And I get the 10 of Wands.
I feel like it was I think it was made to look like a suicide, but it was homicide.
Absolutely.
It's like, I think they were trying to,
Dean says possibly a father type. Megan Kathleen gets a Shaman of Wands. Creative Intuitive is getting Blunt Force to the neck area. Yeah, I wouldn't. That sounds about right. What I got was the word pummeling. Like he just beat the daylights out of this fellow.
Yeah.
And I do feel Silver Star Priestess that they were like party buddies or something, because I got that 3 of Cups. And to me, that's somebody that you should be able to relax with and not worry about killing you. But as we know, sometimes people drink too much. There's the excess right in her hands, right there. And I think somebody had a really, because I also get the 10 of Wands. So it just feels very heated, very violent. Yeah. I get lots of punching. It's just like angry.
That just, there's pure aggression there in it. They just didn't hold back. They just let it all.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it. That's the feeling. Yeah, Creative Intuitive says, choking on blood, definitely like internal bleeding going on. And Hermit got, so a friend, somebody close, maybe even a romantic possibility, or very, very bonded. 444. That's stabilization number. 4 times 3 is 12.
Yeah. Tree, and you had said 2 people are home.
And I got the 3s. Okay. Well, that's weird.
Okay.
This poor guy. I just feel like somebody was very angry at him may have lost it with him during a drinking session or partying or socializing, and two of them, I don't think it was just one, I think it was two people on him, because I keep getting threes.
Yeah, and like that information that I was saying that he might have had on one of them or the two of them, and then they.
Yeah. Maybe they, I don't know what the story is with this guy, but maybe he met up with, it looks like he met up with some people that may have lured him. And Hermit has got 2 6s. So we're getting double digits. That's like we're tracking as well. 2 people as well, of course. Sorry, 3 6s now. 666. Great. Yuck. But hi, creating your life consciously. Welcome. I meant to say welcome to everybody. Peggy, everyone that's here, thank you so much. We're just looking at Tom Brown. I'm just going to see what the situation here. Let me see if they've got, obviously, this was not, who did this? Let's see why this was done. Why was he attacked and killed? What did he do?
The Hierophant. Knowledge.
Yeah, and tradition as well. Like,
yeah.
Did they think he had talked, as you said? I think that kind of that snitch thing, maybe.
Because I feel sometimes with the Hierophant, that like it's just like that knowing, that higher knowing of something. So that kind of, I don't know,
yeah, I think so. I think it could well be. There's definitely a feeling of knowledge, information, and maybe tradition with that also a bit in there of if they suspected him of being an informant, or I don't know, or doing something that upset them. Yes. And Megan, Kathleen, thank you so much. And Creative Intuitive, thank you for bringing your folks over. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you guys will subscribe to Lisa here and to me, and of course to Creative Intuitive and Dean and everybody in the chat.
The sun. So remember you were saying like they lured him in. So they were kind of creating this like false narrative, I think, to get him.
Of comfort.
Yeah.
And that sun might mean that they would be exposed.
Yes.
Now, I don't know when this guy went missing. I have nothing. I don't know. I'm just reading what my cards are giving me. I get the 4 of Pentacles and Justice. So I think justice will be done.
Yeah.
At some point. And likely over something of value. Drugs, money, I don't know. I don't know what this guy was involved in. Could be gambling for all I know, but it's in the realm of the earthly realm of 4 of Pentacles. Then we get the Tower, yeah, and the 9 of Pentacles. There was a lot of money somewhere here.
Yeah.
And I think so. Somebody wanting to keep a lifestyle up. And I get the High Priestess and Aces. Yeah.
2 of Pentacles.
Again, I think that it looks like they hopefully will be on course to find out who did this. I think that we are seeing it's 2. A lot of people see 2. I see 2. I can only say that. And I feel that whoever did this to him, I think they're going to be able to, drugs. Creative Intuitive saying she was hearing drugs in her with her clairsentience. My 6 of Wands looked like a boy tripping over a fence into a pool of water. Oh, that could well be. Queen of Wands in reverse. There was a woman influence and Magician in reverse. Yeah, somebody being manipulative in a dark way. So that's what we've got for Tom. And it looks to me like they could find out who it is. And it looks to me like, thankfully, I see with my cards, and I don't know about you, but that justice looked like it was coming on the scene.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does. It does.
All right. So now we're going to go to Nika's one. Now this one's a little bit different. Wanted to read on a old Victorian house that she lived in for 10 years. It was full of ghosts, which everyone saw, but not me. No one has lived there for a long since I moved. I felt more at home there than ever. Do you see me ever living there again? People keep buying it and moving out. All right. Let's just see what we see there at this place. What kind of energy is there? Nika is pretty sensitive, so okay. Old Victorian house. And again, if you get something, feel free to just jump on it.
No problem. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm feeling like there's a family. Um, and then I have the wheel. I have the 10 of cups, so the family and stuff.
Oh
And then I
yeah.
have the wheel of fortune, the emperor, and the page of wands. So, I do know that the question had said something about their great grandfather or something, but I'm feeling like there's still sort of a connection to money or something with that or something. And one second.
I get a violence. I get a child. I'm being shown what I feel like is a child with the Princess of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. There was a change in her living circumstance. And I think that she may have had to come to this place or stay with somebody in that home. And it looks like there was violence there. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. So we're seeing abuse of
Yes,
some kind.
I have the page of wands and the chariot, and I have the 5 of cups as well. So
I've just drawn the Emperor.
yeah,
And the Eight of Swords. He was very strict. This man ruled harsh man. Older. He was ridiculously harsh.
Yeah, and I got the Empress reversed. I feel like he was like nearly holding someone hostage, basically. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Eight of Swords is my abduction card often.
Yeah.
But I feel like this girl may have been child may have been orphaned or something. There's kind of that feeling. There's abandonment with the Eight of Cups and neglect and the Ace of Wands. So I don't think he treated her well. Don't think he took care of her well. And I think he was very much violent.
Yeah.
And I feel like this child, even in that Eight of Cups, I feel like there's a child's energy there. Yes, with the sun and the world. I feel like a child lost their life there.
Yeah. I I have the Magician and Justice. So I feel, yeah, someone definitely was taken at the hands of him, I think, and there was no justice served for it.
Mm.
But like you're saying, like if she was orphaned as well, like I'm feeling there was no other connections to her, like.
That's what I felt like. Like, I felt like he was telling her, you ought to be grateful that I've taken you in. Nobody else wants you, type of,
Yeah.
almost, David Copperfield kind of
Yes.
horrible situation. And I just get, she was very sad. And I think she passed there, and her body may have been buried there at some point, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm feeling like it was the daughter of a slave, and that she has passed. Then the daughter was left, and he did that, kind of took her in, created this, I'm here for you, I'm going to look after you now.
But
Kind of stuff.
you are their slave, literally. I mean, as you're saying, I mean, like this, there's no freedom. This person, I mean to say that this person played like they were going to give this person basic care, and they didn't. And I got that they didn't even give this person basic care. It makes me so upset.
Yes.
It was, and I get it was a little girl. So I don't know what buildings may have also been on that land before, even maybe before that house, or how old that house is. But I picked that up. She's saying the last resident I know put a lot of money in and moved abruptly. Okay.
I don't know if it'd be a good place to be living. I feel like there's a lot of negativity attached to it.
So are these prior residents? It could be. Yeah, I think these are people that had lived there on that land. Like I'm getting a long time ago, close to maybe 100 years ago. I don't know where this land is, but it's just a feeling that I had. It was like old or older, not necessarily so much more modern time-ish. I didn't feel that. I felt maybe a little bit older, but I could be off.
But I have a feeling that's why other residents are moving, because they're just not. I don't know. I feel like people are getting ill or something from being around it, being there.
Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. Yeah, this shows me there's an intelligence to this haunt as well, I think. This is communication. And it could be that the things that scared people off, that went running off, could also be that was them trying to communicate. Let me just see here. Yeah, there's the Three of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. There might be more than one person that this man did something horrible to. Again, I've got to say what I feel. I feel like I'm being shown, more than one other person working capacity again. So as you said, slave, maybe this goes back to days of slavery.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's a feeling like there's work or money or something connected with human beings, and just, you can see the picture. I mean, just treating somebody to the point with no regard. And I've been shown, I think the ghosts do like Unique. I think that's why you were very welcome. I think the little child spirit that I sent would have had, harbored nothing. And the other people, I think she's maybe the most active, and it might be, but that would be difficult energy. And okay, creative intuitive says she's getting two energies, negative and positive. Nika is protected from the negativity. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's, yeah, you're right. High Priestess. So there's some hidden aspects at work here, definitely. And some of it, and you get the pillars of duality here.
Yes.
And the star in between worlds. Yeah. It could be also like a portal. There could be a bit of a portal there. That star always gives me that feeling where her toe is dipping in that pool and it's kind of circularly, a circle, you know, ringing out. And the hanged one. Hangman. Mm.
With the devil.
Yeah. Somebody is really messed up.
Yeah.
The Six of Cups. So this is the past. This is further back. And again, I get that feeling of children. Maybe a couple of children. But I don't think that they, that's what would make sense to me. I still think that this, oh yeah, look, the Knight of Wands and the Devil as well. You got the Devil. I just, no, this guy's rotten energy. Almost to the point, I'd say, like, of being possessed or oppressed. Truly.
Yeah.
Demonic.
Yeah. There is something there, and but I do feel like that, yeah, what they were saying as well, that there is something protecting it, but I do feel something very, very negative from there as well.
Did you read her comment? Toys talked. SpongeBob said, "Okay, you are not my friend now." Late at night talking to, oh, hell no.
Okay, yeah, just show that. Just get rid of that.
Girl, I don't know how, that minute that happened, no. I don't, and as far as moving back, no, I would not suggest doing that unless you want to possibly have that pop open anytime you started doing some maintenance work. Cannot consciously recommend it to you. No, please. I don't think so. But I'll look. My gut says no.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think the child like you, but the daddy devil still comes up. He does not. And there's two children, I think, that are on that property. I keep getting more than one child and being shown more than one child. Yeah. See if I keep getting that king, that, like, this to me is the child, and the child's energy is very peaceful, very decent, very good. All right. The younger person. And then I get this.
Yeah.
That is dark. That is violent. That is vile.
Yeah.
So there's the light and the dark that is in that place. And as far as my cards are going to say.
Yeah. No, I have a mixture of both as well. There's I had the 10 of cups at the very beginning there, like, and then I just pulled the 4 of wands there. So there was a sense of happiness, a good sense of environment, but there definitely is just something
Off.
Yeah.
And very off. Something that was very dark. I think for the most part, maybe the reason that energy is like that is because there was mostly good, but there was this evil thing that somebody did in and around that property or home within that environment. And it looks like a really sick individual.
Yeah.
That was a control freak. An older man, too. I think probably in his 50s, 40s, 50s, maybe. And he keeps coming up. And yeah, Nika, you do have strong ancestors. I definitely think you do. He's still there.
Yeah.
Eight of Pentacles and Five of Cups. There's a lot. There's grief and sorrow and mourning. And when I get that too, it means like someone's passed away. There's mourning, the energy of mourning, keening, grieving, connecting into the land with that Eight of Pentacles. It looks like there's hands. If you notice the top, of course, I never get this right. Always take the wrong one away. But there's hands kind of reaching into the top of the card. They're like, and I just feel that there's more than one person's body. It was just negative. You were very lucky. I think you really do. I think you've got some strong ancestry. Hi, new grandma. So let me just see. I think we've covered that, and I would say that would be a no, hun. Give it a miss.
Yeah.
Interesting that we both got. Okay.
I don't know. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's something about it I don't like that I just wouldn't advise against. No.
Yeah, there's too much of a negative energy. I think you could do it, but I don't think, is it worth it? No. I don't think so. Wow, that's crazy. But I think this was much longer, but he's like, this guy's energy is there. And I just think it's weird. Other people picking up on it too. I think somebody did something, unfortunately, in that environment at some point. And that place is kind of stained, if you will. And I think certain people with less protection around them than you would be, yeah, I bet it was, because it's got a positive, it's got a duality to it. It has we saw that with the High Priestess, but it has a hidden side to it, and a hidden side I don't think you experienced. And I'm grateful, because I think that would have been horrible.
It could have been completely different now, looking back. It had that have came about.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps repeating. I can't change what the cards are showing. I know you wouldn't want me to, but there's something. I think you were very fortunate. I really do. And I agree with Creative Intuitive here and Lisa. I think you were lucky. I don't think everybody has been so lucky. I mean, if it had been okay, people wouldn't be moving out so much. And there's definitely, for some people, I think they sense the negative there. Yeah. And once you can sense that, or if you're not, don't have enough around you, that could get bad, very bad. I think this guy would be the type to make you go out of your mind to try and get you to leave. Yeah. And I think he would be doing whatever he could do violently. He's just not a good character. I don't know who he was, but yuck. Okay, so this is about James Allen White from Dallas, Texas, abducted and murdered. That's sad. Such a good, sweet, and gentle man. What did he get himself into? I don't know. Dallas, Texas. James.
It's something got to do with business, I feel. I'm using a different deck of cards here, but I feel there's something business related in it. It's the Ace of Acorns. That's the
Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. This is business, but somebody's being a trickster. Somebody's covering something up here with the Moon. Yeah. It's shady business. Maybe a feminine energy connected to this. It could be a woman that has a trap in a sense of luring some older man. I feel like this is somebody that this is like a shtick, maybe, that they do. Appealing to somebody, but under very giving somebody, not being truthful about what you're going to do to them. You're luring them in. Yeah. And there's no feeling here. This is somebody that I feel like is very disconnected, doesn't really feel. They just want money. 9 of Pentacles. And they want a lifestyle. Very cold woman who is greedy as all get out is what I see connected to his disappearance.
I'm after pulling the Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles as well. And then the Wheel. But with it being the octopus, sorry.
It's all right. You do what I do.
Out for anything they can get, like, off.
Yeah.
Like, that
is some serious greed we just saw. Yeah. I'm serious. It's like, this is like, this person would be like you wouldn't want them near your silverware, if you have silverware. I don't. I have stainless steel and a fork if I'm lucky to find it in this family. I have to buy so many cheap sets of, utensils. Unfortunately, I feel like he was bamboozled by, I'm getting some kind of woman that's a grifter, is what I would say, is a grifter.
Yeah.
Let me just see what happened, though. Poor James. What is wrong with people? Good God.
Yeah, the world is so...
It's like there's no harm in an honest day's work, whether you're shoveling poop or flipping a hamburger. Don't be killing people. Stupid. This woman, I don't like her.
Yeah,
go ahead. You go ahead.
I have the Tree of Swords here and the Death card as well. So, yeah, I definitely feel like she's related to his death, definitely.
I got the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower.
Yeah.
And the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like he's with his ancestors, his family on the other side. And
Tower.
You got it. It jumped. It literally leapt from your hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think we're tracking then. I think that this could be a possible scenario. Hello, Cheryl Boyce. And Silver Star Priestess. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say, Lisa?
Oh, I was just saying hi to Cheryl. Over on my channel as well. So.
Yes. I want to give you a moment to say hi to your peeps. Yeah, I agree, Silver Star Priestess. I feel like she was used by a female that used him as a mark. I definitely got that vibe, a grifter. And like, she did not care. That was just like what Lisa got, like, was shocking. No feeling. Hello from Canada. Awesome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And I know that your favorite reader here is Lisa, and I'm so stoked to have her here with me this afternoon. Evening time elsewhere. All right. Let me just get comfortable here. The sun's come out here, but I don't want to open the skylight because probably just get a ton of noise. So let's see if she'll be caught, this woman that we're seeing. Whatever you're getting, Lisa, just pipe in.
Okay.
Just like in a big family, just gotta,
Jump in.
yeah. Will this woman be?
I think she's quite satisfied that she's going to get away with it in her own sense. She feels like she's done her bit. I have the 4 feathers here, and it's the bear, look, curled up, kind of
Oh yeah,
hiding away as well, maybe kind of hiding out,
keeping
hibernating.
low.
Yeah, but I feel like she kind of, it just kind of gave me that sense that she has this kind of comfort that
She's
she's
got
not.
this down pat.
Yeah. Oh,
She knows what she's doing. I think she's done this several times. This is like what I got, as cold as can be. Doing whatever she does to these guys is like getting money out of a ATM to her. It's absolutely no emotion.
yeah.
I also got the Chariot and the Star. So yeah, she feels very comfortable. I feel like she feels like she can keep a watch on it. I feel like she's not bothered.
Yeah.
We are talking about, if you look right here, I've got it. James Allen White from Dallas, Texas, was abducted and murdered. We're reading pretty blind on this.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have the 8 of acorn, and it's the eel. So like slippery, kind of. She just. I feel like there was something about her, and they were kind of interested, but then it just slipped through, and she got away, and now she's feeling comfortable with herself.
She's a slapper.
Yeah.
I love that term.
Just behind me.
Yeah, she's a slapper. Definitely, and a grifter. This is a cold-hearted person like you. I think that she will do this. I think men are easiest for her to manipulate, but I don't think she'd think twice about doing it to a woman. I don't think she'd have any problem doing it to anybody if she was going to make bank on it.
And I feel like she's young enough. I feel like she's.
I think she's dangerous, extremely dangerous, and good at what she's doing. Is he still missing? I'm not sure because I'm reading cold on him, but I'll pull him up and see what I can see. And if you want to go ahead and read with your cards whatever you might be getting on him further. Let's see here. Oops. Okay, this way. Let's see. This is James Allen White.
I pulled the Hanged Man, and I think he still is. Well.
His body was found behind a college campus. Wow. They're not releasing the cause of death.
Yeah.
The last they have of him was he was on videos. He left a gym, and a security camera captured him at Racetrack petrol station at Inwood Road and Maple Avenue, where he was seen filling the tank of his car and driving out of the parking lot. Just days later, Allen's Porsche SUV was found in the area of Simpson, Stewart, and Bonnie View Roads, which is in the opposite direction of his house and from the gas station. But there was no sign of Allen. What else do I find on him? Brother was a good man, no known enemies. Yeah, I don't. This was why I think he might be somebody that fell prey to somebody like yeah, a woman I see. So that's about all I know on that. Okay.
Feather.
Okay, so now we have a request to read on Brittany Murphy.
Yes.
The act. Yes, I know, right? Yes, I'm gonna read on this case.
Yes.
And then we have one more case after this. We'll see how you're doing. For Annie Ashikian, who went missing in Hong Kong. Now that is a really interesting case. She gets very little coverage, so I really want to make sure. I don't care if I go late. If it's okay with you, if you're doing well, if we're running, we'll run about 2 hours total. We're at 1:20.
No
An
problem.
hour and 20 minutes now, so we'll just try to handle these two and wrap it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You just let me know. Okay.
No
So, okay. If you've got something on Brittany, go ahead, as you know, to go ahead and. The question was her husband responsible?
Okay.
Was Simon Monjack responsible for her death? Mm-hmm. Lipstick is.
I'm after pulling the King of Swords and the King of Cups together.
Oh, wow. 2 men. Or a very masculine energy.
Mm.
Oh, that's strange. I get the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. We're talking about multiple people again.
Yeah. Oh, more possible.
And now I get the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay, more than one person. No, Simon did die too.
I had heard, was there something suspicious about the way the two of them died, and it was something that wouldn't usually happen or something. I remember listening to it and stuff, and
Yeah, there's the only thing that they had was a high degree of I think with her hair sample, a high degree of metallic, like
yes,
metals, but they weren't sure if that was from dyeing her hair
yeah,
or what. I do see poor health. I do see that with the Five of Pentacles, a decline in health identified as what stole her life. But I feel like there's something strange because I'm being shown more than one person in this picture. Of course, we know Simon Monjack. Is this Simon Monjack and the mom? What is going on here? What is this?
the Empress.
The mother.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I always wondered about her. The Ace of Swords.
The Ace of Pentacles. Money.
And also, I think there's definitely there's some kind of like, I think maybe even fame. But there's the Four of Wands. This is this is also the public wanting clarity. Yeah, no kidding. I know that. Oh, okay. They're saying the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords. It's not what it looked like.
Yes.
It's not what it appeared to be. There was something covered up here to present itself as other than what it was. So there's a right to go, this is fishy. And more than, I don't know that Simon, I think it was the mom. I'm just going to say it. I think the mom, it's icky. And this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. This is an entertainment channel. You know, her dad had someone, because he suspected his former wife of some harm. And I think he paid to have, I know he paid to have something done. He straight up came up and said something with that.
Okay.
Oh, God, that could be, that kind of sounds like it could be true, Cheryl.
Yes.
Jealousy of their love. Uh-huh. But what if, was Simon, okay, let's see, it was Simon and the mother
Yeah, that's
romantically involved? This is gross.
what I thought. I was like, what? Because it was like an affair, but then I was like, it was the mother.
You're like, sorry. This is sick. Oh, no. I just don't like something with the mother's energy. It's stuck with me. And I tried to put that aside. I really did. And I didn't even get her. You got her. I'm glad you did, because, but I did get the Queen of Wands, and I get a woman that likes a lot of attention. And I just thought it was probably Brittany, because she's an entertainer, and often entertainers are wand cards. They're,
Yeah.
Hi, Clarence. This is Lisa from Small Medium Tarot, True Crime Tarot. I hope that you will subscribe. Okay, I will intrepidly look at this. Oh, I can hear from you. I don't want to do that, Cheryl.
I pulled the King of Wands and the Lovers.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's so.
oh my God.
This is the Two of Pentacles and the Sun. So this is exposure of something going on here. There's instability. There's extremes. There's something really weird. And two people. Yeah, I think that she might have something to. Yes. Oh my God, it's her again. She keeps coming up. Oh my God. And I get the next card following with her. She looks very active. And watchful. Like this is a plan. I think that there's money. I think the money from that collective. Oh my God. That's so sickening. It makes me sick as a mom.
The Fool, the Queen of Cups, and the Death card.
That's not good. That means, oh, that's really bad. Yeah. Wow. I've never gotten such a clear answer before when I've tried to read on her passing as I did tonight. This is like jumping out at me.
Yeah.
Abundantly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes only. Oh my God. She's, let's just say I would not want to live with her.
No.
Good God. All right, here's Annie. Her name is Annie Ashekian. And she was from Canada, from Ontario. And she was a really well-traveled person. But she kind of upped and left her friends while in China and disappeared in 2008. And no one's ever... They last followed her tracks. You know, she did on like November. She left them without saying a word at a YMCA, which is like a hostel for women in China and Beijing. And she got up very early in the morning. It would have, and they were able to track her movements. You know, from like she flew to Hong Kong. She took a train and she got to Hong Kong, and then they have some traces of her, but around the 11th, she sends a text, I think like a birthday text or something, to a family member, and that's the last they hear from her. It was just bizarre. And I'll put links up to these cases for you guys afterward too, unless you can Google yourself. But this is, I will be doing that because her case in particularly is complicated. And I wonder if there was something mentally going on with her that may have happened. She apparently was 31 years old when she went missing here in Hong Kong. And she had already traveled to, by the age of 30 countries. So that's basically a country a year if she would, from birth to 31 or 30, 31. Thank you, Megan.
I feel like she's being held somewhere. I have the hermit, the hangman, and all. And
Oh, yeah.
I feel like she's being held captive somewhere. Not that she's passed. Maybe she had been held captive and then passed.
Right. But at some point being held captive.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. I get a King of Pentacles. I see a man watching her. Prince of Swords. So I'm being shown a man that was watching her. To another man, King of Wands. He's more of the physical type, this one. Yeah, they're responsible. There's two men responsible for her disappearance. They are responsible. What they do? Princess of Pentacles, Eight of Wands.
I have the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands.
That's no good.
No.
That's really oppressive. I felt like maybe trafficked or being held just for them, maybe just for these two men holding her, maybe even.
Their own emotional gratification, maybe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I got the Ace of Cups. And I feel like she's sadly, I think, probably crossed over. I see her with her ancestors here too, with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Unless this feels too light and clean.
This
is to me her separated, knowing that she can't get in contact with people.
Yeah.
And heartbroken, and also being betrayed. These two men may have tricked her. Yeah, death and the Four of Wands. Maybe in a public park or space. That's where they would have left.
Yeah. And I feel like they moved her away somewhere. Like they definitely took her away, had her held for I don't know how long.
Yeah. I think they see a Westerner. I'm not trying to be like, this is what they all want to do. No. But I think two men saw her. And even though she was very experienced traveler, she was still only 31. And she was doing some risky stuff. Like one of the things that she did the night that they got into Beijing was after her friends and her came back, they went to sleep. She went back out again at night, and probably, maybe the lack of jet lag and stuff, maybe being awake. But she was out at night on her own, and this was a habit of hers, going out on her own in foreign places. I mean, people should be able to do that, but we all know the reality that if you're a woman and you're out there alone, this was back in 2008. Yeah, it's not good. Creative Intuitive gets Three of Swords reversed, kept her in a remote place. Yeah.
Also, I have the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. So maybe an older man and a slightly younger man could be like maybe brothers, or I feel like they could be related to each other. And
yeah, she was getting her Five of Pentacles. Yeah, she was enslaved. Yeah.
Well, I definitely feel like she's passed.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she passed as well. And I feel like it's been a while. I don't know how. I hope that for her sake that it wasn't, terribly long. But
yeah, I feel like that they had her, and it was kind of maybe in the transition of moving her. that she possibly could have tried to fight back or something, because I had the strength card show up there, so she could have
Yeah.
maybe fight, and they
I have a
just,
feeling she did, because she was pretty plucky, you know. I mean, going out there. I mean, I call it naive, but I think she might have had that confidence in herself, but you can't have that kind of confidence in the creeps that are out looking to prey on you.
no. Yeah, I
And
have a pulling the deck card.
yeah. So I don't think so. I think, unfortunately, yeah. And I get the 5 of Cups, my mourning, grieving, keening card, and overseas with the 3 of Wands.
Yeah.
I think that she's unhappy that she passed away from home and what she wanted. I don't think she fully appreciated how much danger she was putting herself into. I really don't. Yeah, I get the 6 of Swords. Yeah, I think somebody was moving her around. There's some kind of trafficking or abusing her in an unfortunate manner. Okay. Well, that's the last one we have, but we can go ahead and continue on to read on some other stuff too, if you have any of the cases that you were curious about. Let me just check, make sure that I've got everything. I want to refresh this to make sure, just to make sure. And those are really, really good questions that you guys all asked. Okay, oh, here we've got another question and another 2 more. Good. Okay, so we have time for that. This is perfect. Dora Smith wants to know, and Creative Intuitive has a question. Okay. Let's go. The first one then is with Dora, and then Creative Intuitives will be the last one. Where am I? There we are. I saw it. Yeah, I think they could have lured her at a bar too. I think, definitely lured. So Doris Smith, Ashley Miller Carlson, 33, from Grantsburg, Wisconsin, was last seen in Lake Lena, Minnesota. What's the rest of that? Okay, maybe that was just it. I'm going to use Lilac Lantern's deck and see if I can get anything. Thank you, P44. I find it fascinating as well and addicting to do, because I hate the fact of injustice. At least somebody knows their story.
Yeah.
And with the channel, I can only put this out as a theory. It's entertainment with the cards, but it's weird when things line up. You know what I mean?
You can't force that. It just happens, that kind of way.
It's right.
Yeah.
It's like riding a wave. You're riding a wave and you're trying to figure it out. It's, I do that with almost every case I get that I look at, until I have to just take a break and go, okay. Okay, so let's see. This is on Ashley Miller Carlson, age 33, from Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Last seen in Minnesota. Ashley
Miller Carlson. I have the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords, and I have the Eight of Pentacles. So unless she worked for him, maybe, this person or someone who ever is responsible for this, I feel like it's something got to do with someone that she worked with or works for.
I'm getting the Heart card and the sign of the male, a man. This may have been someone that was attracted to her or had a relationship with her or wanted to. I believe they abducted her, took her away, and world. I feel like this is talking about distance or moving her to a controlled space.
Mhm.
There's something about was she writing something? Karma. There's something written there. I think that this person will be caught. I think their digital footprint might catch up to them with that karma or some kind of communication, something they wrote even.
Yes.
I think she was guilty of trusting someone. Definitely got guilty and trust.
Yeah, because I have the High Priestess and the Star. So I I think that she might have not seen something that someone was hiding. She like you said, trusted him too much.
Yeah. And I get soon and I get the plus sign. Sorry, my hair is tangled. Trying to get it out of this. So that makes me feel like there's something going to be coming out. Information or something. Or something being found or a clue. And again, because I did have that communications, sense of communication, something written, a note maybe, I don't know what the significance of that is. And it's so good to have you as a part of this live, Megan, and everyone that's here. Thank you so much for showing up and hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you.
It's great fun. We'll do it again.
Definitely.
And I get the sign of the female and black, and I feel like she's unconscious or something. Birthday, gift, money? What's this? I don't know. I'll have to look up and see some of the details around her, how that fits. If there was a birthday or a celebration and there looks like money around that.
I have the Nine of Pentacles as well. So something got to do with money.
Yeah. And maybe something that maybe she was lured with a gift. Yes. I don't know. A man that she knew that was saying, I've got a gift for you of some kind, something special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two ones. Yeah, some sort of, he was giving her something. Was there something wrong with maybe like her like sleeping or something? She couldn't, like, she was kind of like insomnia, and then he was like, I have something that you could have that would maybe help you.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yes. So she was last seen in Lake Lena. We'll have to look up what those details are later, but why would he do this? What kind of document or paper?
The Ten of Swords.
Creative Intuitive pulled the moon too. Hi, Herc. Hey, Jay. Shatha G. Hello. And of course, Doris says, not that I'm aware of. That was her question. So, okay. That's interesting. Let's see here. So this looks like it was somebody she knew very much and trusted. Looks like money or a gift. was part of the issue, part of the picture. What happened to her?
The Emperor.
A man, possibly a husband or father figure, an older man. I get the female card and I get the arrow. Moving or going? I think she left with him, went somewhere with him. Truth is going to come out, I think. The truth and a smiley face.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah. I get the colors black and purple. You can't really see that on the monitor very well.
It's so sad though, like that these people just
her boyfriend, fiance was supposed to be with her. I think she was pregnant and he found out. Oh, sugar. Maybe this would be results as well, like if she had a pregnancy result, because this is like a formal document of some kind. Maybe he said, oh, I've got money for the baby, or I don't know. Something for you.
The Page of Pentacles is reversed and the Devil reversed. So
yeah, that's not good.
Some sort of offering, but he ill-intended.
Absolutely. I think this was not an accident, or this was intentional. And that's why I get the thing. We get the thing of their trust being taken advantage of. Yes. Part of yes. Blue. Somebody said FBI. Maybe the FBI will get involved. Needs to be balanced. Activities need to be looked at. Yeah. Silver Star Priest is saying, I got the Tower. Something will definitely be exposed. You getting
I was using these. I got relationships.
Oh my God. So I think we got it pretty clear that this is a man that was involved in a relationship with her. Possibly there was a pregnancy or something. I don't know, but for some reason he did not. His intent was for her not to be around anymore. It was definitely intentional luring.
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't want to have to soak the money for a child. Didn't want to have to do that. Unfortunately, people will do that. That's a possibility. Okay.
I got imagination. So.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find Ashley Miller card. Okay. She's a missing mother of 4. Last seen on tribal land in Minnesota. She was divorced, reported missing by her family September 24th. When the vehicle she was driving was found east of Hinckley, Minnesota, in Grace's Lake. No one has seen or heard from her since. Okay, that's why I saw the blue. And that to me is like FBI and stuff. That makes sense. And you get the probably Bureau of Indian Affairs as well. And she had little children. They look like grade school age. Definitely feel like she was lured out there
Yeah.
by a man. I'll put the link here. Let me see.
And like I was saying, if she had been getting something because maybe she couldn't sleep and stuff, and there was just like problems kind of there, so she was kind of brought out because he had some sort of offering for her.
Quite possibly, yeah. I mean, I think this person knew, let's put it this way, knew what to say to get her to come, whatever it was, and she trusted him.
Yeah.
And you and I both get that this is a relationship, somebody that she was involved with,
Yeah.
that for some reason did this. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you would. I appreciate that. They probably should dredge that lake. Let me just see. Where did it? You get a different set of cards. This one would be better for that. Will they find her? I think that they will, but let's just, I don't know. Where is Ashley? Miller Carlson. Where is she? Should be found. I guess she put up a fight, and I do see justice with the I get the 7 of Wands and justice. The children, she's thinking of her children with the 6 of Cups. And the 4 of Swords. She wants them to have peace of mind. But I also think, yeah, she's very, very worried. 9 of Swords about this man, the Emperor. I don't know if this is the father of her children. I don't know if it's, you know, or the ex, but this is the card of the husband, the father.
I pulled Hold Your Vision. So.
Yep. And I get the King of Swords. So I'm thinking I'm kind of getting the feeling that she might be saying, I'm going to be able to get authorities to move on this, maybe. She's definitely where her kids, she wants her kids to have some answers, some peace, I think. She does not want to be. Sadly, I don't think that she's probably, yeah, here. I get the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. You know, she really doesn't want them to think, I feel like she's abandoned them or neglecting them. This is like back and forth. What are you getting?
I got the end of a rough cycle, or the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it's the full moon in Capricorn, so like she could be working on it, you know, that kind of way from there to try and, like you were saying, push to get something to come out, because she doesn't want her kids to think that she just abandoned them, like.
Yeah.
Because you can feel that kind of with them as well. I think that they think that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. There's like a bully. I don't know if she's being held or, you know, what the story is, but I haven't gotten a death card yet, but I do feel like she's being definitely held.
Yeah.
For some time. And this was back in September. I just realistically, I see her putting up a strength, the one hell of a fight. I think she tried to get away, but I don't think that she made it. Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. No, I think there is something in connection to the lake.
Yeah.
And I think he also kind of may have made a romantic approach. He may have come at her like the Knight of Cups, like he was presenting something nice when he was intending to lure her into a trap. Yeah, I get the 8 of Swords, I get abduction, and the 3 and betrayal.
Yeah, so it was someone that she trusted, and then sorry, we have that. I do feel like we will find out though. I pulled the 9 of cups, so yeah.
Yeah, I think there's which is, unfortunately with a lot of these cases, we don't always get to see that. And with her, it just feels like she is not going to settle. And it's not that other people would settle, but it's just she has an opportunity, it looks like, to make sure that she is found. And she's going to try to make sure that she is found. I can definitely see that. Definitely. Creative Intuitive says she's got the 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah, disassociation. The kids, oh yeah. I think they need to look at any man that she's been romantically involved in and that may have had children with.
Yeah, the Page of Cups.
Child.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think she will be found, but we've almost reached it to that 2-hour mark. We're just like 3 minutes away. I just wanted to go ahead and begin to break down and say thank you so much for everyone that has joined us in this live. We'll have Lisa back. Maybe I can join her. She can keep me up in some ungodly hour, and I'll be in the bathroom with the laptop going, hi, hello. Flush of the loo. But anyway, silly humor. Thank you all for joining us. And Lisa, it was such a pleasure. It was such a pleasure to read with you. And I hope I let you get a word in edgewise.
Oh, you did. I didn't want to be kind of stepping in just with the delay. It's like,
Understood. I just want to make sure that you didn't get like, I didn't get a word in.
No, but I felt really appreciated, honestly, and I
good.
I really, really loved it. It was really enjoyable, like so. And we got some good stuff. We got
some really good stuff because you know what? I have tried to read on friggin' Brittany Murphy for years.
Yeah.
And I just really did not get any clarity. It was like, this is annoying. So when we got that today, that was something. That was really something.
It was just clear. Yeah. Clear call. Yeah. So.
That was creepy. That woman's creepy. Stay away from her. Don't accept any beverages from her.
No.
All allegedly for entertainment purposes, of course. But anyway, thank you all so much. Make sure that you're subscribed, and I will put in the details in the description box. If I haven't already, I got to double check. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. I hope you all have a great day, and make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out if you didn't, and subscribe, put on, and share. Thank you guys so much.
You too.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.